Hey there.
Nobody's here yet, but hey,
Yeah, it's just us, really.
yeah, yeah.
It's a little, what,
What
early?
time is early,
What
late?
time is it? Oh, shoot.
It
It
is.
says it is.
It is 1:35.
Oh, shoot.
It's
1:35.
yeah, pretty late, pretty late.
Hi, Chocoholics.
Hey, Steph. We on Long Island.
We are on Long Island.
My niece had a sweet 16
Yeah.
party at in Baldwin at the Coral House. It was pretty. Gosh, I'm old. I feel old.
I know, it was a sweet 16. Like Barbie inspired. It's like, oh my God.
Oh my God, they were dancing, the rap music, the whole show. I was like, God, damn, I feel old. I felt old. I felt super old.
Hey, Stephanie. Well, we are. It was a sweet 16.
Yeah, it was.
What are we, 37
30.
years almost?
Removed. Yeah.
Yeah, 37 years removed from Sweet 16.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hey.
Yeah, so we totally, what do we want to talk about?
Oh, so we was like, oh, we're in New York, drinking champagne. I staying at the TWA Hotel, love it. Very nostalgic, but you know, you'd have to be what, old to get it.
You know, right? I'm talking to the camera. I'm like her little friend when they came and kind of toured.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, you know, TWA. I was like, the look on her face was like,
what
what's
is
that?
TWA?
Like, what's that?
Transport. Look.
It was an airline from back in the day. Anyway,
but yeah, no, we were here. We were thinking, hey, let's just come on, say hey.
finish the champagne before we go to sleep, and
we don't want it to go to waste. Because you know, who would want to do that?
Exactly.
So what we're drinking, it's a very good go. It's the Yellow Label. It's always like it's a go-to for sure.
For sure. So, Dave Chappelle, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So Dave Chappelle, I thought his show was funny. I want one of those shirts. And the first one speak, yay! Thank you, Stephanie. Alright. We have long sleeve shirts too. You know, the bling and everything. You know, so.
It's my favorite shirt though.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, Dave Chappelle.
I thought he was brilliant.
Me too.
I mean, I thought, you know, I was really listening to him, and I just thought, so first, he's a great storyteller, right? Because that's what he's really doing out there. Dave Chappelle is not doing the ba-dum-bum, right?
No.
He's not doing that. The whole, oh, and then this happened, key. Very thought-provoking, very brilliant, so loved it. Me too.
He was great.
I thought he killed it. Even the humility, and there was a little. I thought it was so genuine and so like, come on, like it almost, can't we all just get along? Fuck, I didn't say that much. I didn't do that much.
I mean,
right?
how he just with the whole free, I want to start negotiations to free the baby. I thought that was hysterical because, I mean, yeah, he's young. He doesn't get it. I mean, it's like they don't understand TWA. A lot of these young kids, they don't understand what
being cancer,
HIV, what HIV or what any of that stuff was in the 80s. You know, it was, and then what they are not educated about, of course, they're going to, it's almost like folk tales. It's almost like saying the old, how HIV and AIDS.
TWA. It's like, Randy, you put it together like bing bang. So, yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for 1 o'clock. But think about it. Kids, they don't. HIV is not what it was for them. Like what it was.
They don't get it.
It was like, I remember announcements being made about some people having HIV and it being like, oh my God. When Harry, like, yeah, they don't.
But
get it.
at the
He
end of
didn't
the
get
day,
it. The kids don't get it.
I bet you he get it now though. I bet you he does. And Dave Chappelle said something interesting. He tweeted today, like, if this is what cancel feels like, I like it. Because, because, I mean, I think it's the most viewed special ever. But again, you know what I caught? What really resonated for me, how he was essentially like, why do you think this is about you? Like, why do you think that I'm coming for you when I am merely making the connection of what our issue is with, with white people? You know what I'm saying? What our issue is with racism in this country, with racist white people. And the fact that the LGBTQ plus community, they literally insert themselves and believe that this man is hating. And it's like, no, he's not. He's literally showing you the parallel of what black folks go through and what we need and what we have to consistently fight for. And
I think not only is he making that kind of connection with our struggle, right, in this country, what he's really saying is he doesn't feel like there's no hate or animosity there.
Right.
There's just really like, hey, I'm fighting my fight over here too, so I get that you're fighting yours, and
bitch.
But then here it is, like, but this is how I feel and what I think, and you can't discount that because it's not in accord with what you think he should think,
right,
or what you feel he should think. I think it all goes back to what? Free thought, free speech, free, to everybody can have an opinion, and you don't have to burn people at the stakes, or I'll take the baby hostage.
Well,
to do
well, hold on.
What?
Because if people
free the baby,
if people are outwardly racist or do some racist shit, then yeah, hell yeah, they should be exposed and canceled,
right, or held accountable.
Exactly.
So in this, right, there are a lot of people in the LGBTQ community who feel that Dave Chappelle should be held accountable.
As a cancel culture, they don't get it. You so right, yeah. Well, and you know what? It's unfortunate that they think that
He should be canceled.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they think that, and it is to Dave Chappelle's credit that he is smart, and that he can literally make decisions career-wise. Like, he was like, yeah, it's gonna be it for me for a little while. Like, this is my commitment.
Closer, right?
Right, the closer, right? This is gonna be it for me. This is gonna be it for me for a little while. And when he comes back, it's always gonna be with a vengeance. He is He is the
he's the GOAT
comedic
right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. When he referred to himself as such, I was like, that's you, boo.
Yes, you are, Dave. Yes, you are. I mean, even just the way he puts it together, even if you don't get it or you're mad at him over it, God, you have to appreciate the way he puts it together and the way he just makes it make sense.
For sure.
And I'm telling you,
rebel rouser for sure.
If you are not, I mean, I have a child in that community, right? The LGBTQ community, and I remember, saying terms of, back in the day terms, and her being like, Mom, like, you can't say that, and get mad at me, and like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sorry, I just didn't know. I think there was a bit of kind of naivete with comedy and real, like, hey, just give me a break. If we operate from kindness, basically with what he's saying, then you won't take it as malicious. You just, hey.
That's right. So all you ladies and Cliffords out there, Clifford, if you watched it, you know, when you watch the special, like the big black guy, like, you know, he used to make in a movie.
No.
Big black guy. You know, they was Clifford,
No.
the black guy. Hey, watch it again,
Okay.
Clifford.
All right,
and the movie, you know, but at any rate, he is good. He is great. I'm feeling him. Yeah, for sure. I'd watch it again, and you know, if they took it off Netflix, I'd find it and watch it again, because you know, he makes sense. Dave Chappelle makes sense.
Right. But if you're looking at him through this lens of, oh, he's an awful person, then you'll find the awfulness in it. But if you're looking at it, I don't know, if you're listening, just really listening.
Yeah, he's making sense, dude.
Without judgment, right? Without any of that.
You know, Cat Williams was out too this weekend, right? Wasn't he? Yeah, he was. I think he was right. He was at the Barclays.
You know, he's coming to DC soon.
He was at the Barclays. I wonder how he did. I didn't really hear anything about his show, but I know it was live. It's fire. He's so funny.
So comedy is our favorite thing.
Yeah, comedy and champagne.
Right.
And
champagne, comedy, movies.
And our dogs.
Oh yes.
And my man.
I miss my baby dog. I do.
Yeah.
He's been I don't know. Like I've been here in New York and busy doing things, so I just really miss him.
Well, yeah, I miss my dog too. Well, yeah, I miss my dog because he just forgot all about me last night and got in the bed and slept with her in the guest room.
Because he loves me a lot.
He does.
He thinks to himself like, oh my God, she's not here all the time, so I'm just gonna take advantage.
Yeah, so he went into the guest room and decided he wanted to be, you know, with Auntie.
Yeah. From the minute I got there, he was like, oh my God, she's here.
Auntie.
So I feel like a rock star when I go to her house with her dog. But
yeah.
Crew is the same way.
Oh yeah. He's
so
a baby.
exciting.
I can't wait for him to grow up and get neutered. When he gets neutered, he's gonna calm
October
down
19th, we're going to. I'll tell you all about it. But yeah, poor thing.
So,
Can you tell me that? But yeah, so that's it. We just wanted to kind of come on, say hey, we're in New York. Wanted to kind of talk about Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
and you know, a lot of people are not going to get it. They're not going to appreciate it. I've seen like Twitter kind of snippets.
What? Like
just basically, oh my God, yeah. A lot of people are not happy with Dave Chappelle right now.
And Dave is like, I don't give a fuck. He could care less what people are out here thinking about him. How about that?
That's true.
You know, he is doing his thing. He's doing it his way. And every time he mentions the $50 million he left on the table, I'm like, yeah.
You know, Freddie, I was just thinking 50 million. You said it.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime a dude start a show with, do you know who I am? I'm the dude who said, oh, to $50 million.
Right.
It's just, it's.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about anybody that's hating on him right now. He Netflix paid him. He's good. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's, you know, this to me, opinion-based comedy, reality, you know, yeah. I mean, get into it, people. It is what it is. It's here to stay.
And people feel what they feel. And you gotta be okay with that. You don't have to like it, but since when did not liking it turn into, like, you know, eviscerating people? Just, it's okay to agree to disagree or have a difference of opinion. It's always,
you know, it's so funny how, you know, like when black people are being killed by police, oh, why don't you just comply? You know, and, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, me too. At the end of the day, you stop and think about how, you know, like gay people or the LGBTQ community gets so bent out of shape, you know, for jokes. And, you know, but when the joke is laugh about it, but when the joke is on them, it's like, cancel. Let's get rid of this person. I mean, and like, what's that dude from freaking Seinfeld back in the days? He was at a show, and black people were heckling him, and he was like, nigger. You know, not that. You know what I'm saying?
Did he get canceled?
He got canceled. That was it for him. That was pretty much
Kramer.
That
Michael
was,
Richards.
Yeah,
Michael Richards.
something Richards. Yeah, that was pretty much the end of his career because he wasn't clever enough to come back with something witty and funny to say to his black hecklers. He reminded me of Paul Mooney. I like the truth. Yes, Paul Mooney was the shit.
I love Paul Mooney.
You know, for my birthday, for my birthday, I'll never forget. It was a midnight show one year for my birthday. I think Darlene and I, were you there too?
No,
went to Caroline's to see Paul Mooney.
I don't think it was. I didn't go. I wasn't there.
Oh my God, I had the best time. Well, anyway, we fell asleep while he was, performing.
No.
But it was only because we went to like the midnight show. Anyway, Paul Mooney's shit. Loved him. And yes, he had the same kind of unapologetic, in your face, I'm sorry, but this is what it is, white people,
Right.
This is what it is, and, it just, for me, I lost my train of thought.
That you love Paul Mooney and him and Dave Chappelle, are the same in that I think, I don't know, there's telling jokes and then there's like telling stories, right? And then tying it in with like what's going on now, yesterday, and just making it make sense, right?
Right.
A lot of comedians can't do that. George Carlin was one of those
I
comedians
loved
who could
him.
do
George
it.
Carlin was the
If
shit.
you don't know George Carlin.
Oh my God! Look at his stuff from back in the days. He
was that dude, and
he was so before his time. He 100%. He was on to the government. He was on to all this. The
like
whole
racism
scheme.
and
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't benefit or there weren't some things there that he was not a part of, but I will say that George Carlin kept it 100, and that was not typical for comedians in that time.
So so the point I was making before,
so, futuristic, right?
He
was able, if you listen to him now, he's talking about today.
Exactly. He was good.
Yeah, he was.
So to the point I was making before, it is pretty late and I've been drinking and still drinking, but I will say this. That it's all fun and games until you feel like you are at the butt of that joke. And it is unfortunate that people in the LGBTQ plus community can laugh at certain things, but other things they just find, just way too offensive. And if that is the way we thought, there'd be tons of comedians out here, canceled because of the way they consistently and continue to make fun and joke on black people and or black culture. So miss me with that bullshit. Sorry. And I don't mean to piss off people in the LGBTQ community, but y'all know Dave Chappelle wasn't coming for you. Come on.
He was.
Y'all know that. Y'all know that man has never written, I should say, any negative, hateful, have to delete, tweet or whatever about the LGBTQ community.
Hasn't.
Never. And he even mentioned Kevin Hart and how
he was canceled. Here was his dream, right? Mm-hmm. He dreamed of hosting the Academy Awards or something.
The Oscars.
Mm-hmm. And he got the offer, and somebody dug up a post from, I don't know, a gazillion years ago.
And he had since apologized for it, but you know what? I hate to say it, but that's it. It's a wrap. Once you put that shit into the internet, the universe, whatever. Yeah, and it is someone's job to literally screenshot or capture every single tweet that everyone puts out, whether you delete it or not. It's a wrap. And but that's the difference between him and Dave Chappelle.
Right.
He put it out there on some, homophobic BS back in the day.
Right.
Not knowing that he would be,
Kevin
a
Hart.
comedic rock star.
Right. He didn't know he'd be what he is.
Exactly. And Dave Chappelle has never, ever written anything like that about anybody for any reason. Here's a man that literally is the epitome of don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. Like I've
That's
always liked
true.
him. I just like him
Me
as a person.
too.
Like
I appreciate
Dave
him. I
Chappelle, if
respected
you
him.
ever, get wind of these twins talking about you, know that we love you, we support you, and yeah, we are definitely into it.
We are.
Okay. We are. We into you. We are intelligent. We get it. We get you.
And you know what? That's probably it. If you're not paying attention, you won't get it. You won't get what he's trying to say. So try to read between the lines and listen to what he's saying, and you'll know that he's not coming for you. He's really just trying to give you some context for what he's the jokes that he's made.
Right.
But he, like you said, he's never said anything outright and horrible about anybody, because it's not how he was raised and it's not who he is. Like seriously.
Yeah.
It's almost
like it's like damn, like it's just like who has that kind of energy to just diminish and even like when he said, she opened when he was talking about Daphne in the end, his his friend who happened to be transgender.
Oh yeah,
and
that was awesome.
That was yeah. But even when he would know, in my opinion, there was no hubris. There was no, I'm all that. There was just like, he's the GOAT. He knows it.
He didn't even do like, I got gay friends. Or he didn't do that, I got trans friends. But the story about that comedian.
I've never even heard that phrase, punch down. What was that? Punch up, punch down? What was that?
No, I've never heard that.
Did you ask Devin about it?
I didn't.
I've never even heard
should.
that. Is that like a LA thing?
I don't know. Every time I see Devin, I just want to kind of kiss her and say, "Hey, how's it going? Like, what's going on?" I just don't understand that term. Maybe I should ask her so I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the show was great. I thought he was great. I thought my niece tonight, her Sweet 16, she looked amazing.
She did. Oh my God.
I mean, like, it was fairy tale stuff. And to be in a room with her friends, and the food was amazing.
And they were just
the cake, and I mean, they were dancing. I'm thinking to myself, wow, I didn't have all this at 16. Like, I didn't get this, right? But I'm really happy to see her, and we'll post some things because it was beautiful. So
it was great. I got off my diet, but
me too.
Anyway, so yeah, this was impromptu.
Just us saying hey. I think we're not gonna do this, but the next time we come back, it'll be what? It's gonna be like Halloween week.
Yeah, to the 27th ish. I think
that
Wednesday.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't know, but we're gonna have costumes on and drink champagne, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lots
You
of
said it like
fun.
Like be there, right? I don't know. I want to be a sexy something.
What do I want to be?
I don't know.
I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna ask Rob. Rob has to help me
like
figure
makeup.
it out.
I want to do like the whole kind of night.
Oh, maybe I'll bring. I bought my baby a costume.
Me too.
My baby's a bat.
My baby.
My dog is gonna be a bat.
Well, my baby is a surprise. No.
Yeah, we're like literally on live babbling. We're not even talking about relationships. I wish there was something we could talk about, relationship wise. Since
we talk a little bit about.
We got like 8 what's that? 8% left on the device.
I know.
So,
Yeah.
we gonna
Yeah,
die
because of
soon
that.
anyway.
But we just wanted to say hi and talk about Dave because, I mean, honestly, I want to see it again just so that I can get the things that I didn't get. I implore people, if you listen to it and you are angry, watch it again without any kind of judgment or predisposition for him. Just try to just listen to it like with your heart and not your like mind that might be a little, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Try to really just listen. He's really just trying to say something.
good night,
Stephanie.
Yeah, I mean, perception wise, I mean, it's just like look at it from a different lens.
Right.
I mean, don't always look at it from a lens of, oh my God, you're attacking me.
Right.
And it's so funny because I know the LGBTQ plus community, and other communities may think, oh, look at y'all always do that. No, we've always kind of had to because some of y'all out here violating people who look like me, but let's not conflate, the real point, which is
real
all
issue.
jokes. It's comedy. It's comedy with with
tinge of life.
Yeah,
right?
reality it is reality based comedy. This man is an artist. He is not. And I consider him to be a philosopher. If I'm being 100%. I think they all are. I think it is this whole pontification, this rhetoric that comedians just become very well versed in doing. And I appreciate them. I appreciate Dave Chappelle. Dave, I'm coming to your next show.
I know. Mask up.
I'm
whatever we have to do.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there, front and center for sure. But anyway, we down to like 7%. Do we just go until we stop?
Like until
Until the battery dies? No, because don't you want to save it? We won't be able to save it.
All right.
Okay, bye everybody. It's time to go anyway.
So if you didn't know, we really do appreciate Dave
Thanks.
Chappelle, and we love everybody.
We
so
sure do.
It's never a this or that, right? No zero sum game.
None.
It is like loving one doesn't mean hate for the other, and
Right.
I just wish people would take that approach to life. Bye,
Ty.
Ty. Nothing has to be a zero sum game.
Nothing.
It doesn't have to be this
Or that.
or that or
It
this
could be-
for that.
it can be-
It could just be. It could just be what it is.
One other thing I want to talk about. The Tony Soprano movie quickly. That shit sucked. It was awful. All right. I'm glad. The fact that it's straight up on HBO Max.
No, it isn't. It's in the theaters too. So
Oh.
HBO Max, they kind of do it in parallel, and then it stops on Max and it's only in theaters.
Yeah, well, don't waste your fucking money,
Don't.
people. The movie was awful. Awful. I mean, it started out like it was going to be something, but it was awful. They did not develop the characters. We got to meet,
Murderous Dickie.
I mean, really.
He was horrible.
Crazy.
And then
That movie sucked.
And then they melded the whole movement.
Yes. Now, they included, a storyline, that involved, riots and black people.
So it's like the 60s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
So it was around that.
What was his who was the poet?
Gil Scott.
Right. And it just, now if anyone watched The Sopranos.
The revolution won't be televised.
Right. If anyone watched The Sopranos back in the days, and even now, I'm watching it now.
I didn't watch it.
I will tell you that shit was all about them. Italian, the mafia, the mob,
Right.
how they moved.
I do remember that it was never about sorry.
No, it wasn't.
I remember seeing
and I saw it when of course the previews I want to see it. You know, the young man who's playing Tony Soprano is actually what was it?
James
James Gandolfini's actual son.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm like watching it because I'm excited. I want to see, you know, what his son is doing with the role that made his father famous.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, and his untimely death and all of that. But the movie sucked. What was the name of that shit?
It was something about the many saints of Newark.
That shit sucked.
It wasn't great.
You know, Chris's father was crazy.
Yeah, Dickie Montalsanti had, what was his name? But
yeah, he was crazy. He was fucking bananas,
and he was murderous.
And okay, so look. Spoiler alert:
right.
Junior is the one who fucking put the hit out on Chris's father.
Yeah. So just because he made fun of him, so they were petty. Petty. I mean, people were getting killed back in really, the prequel, more than the series.
Look, Ray Liotta was in that movie
twice.
Which
I didn't get. They didn't
were they
even
twins?
explain it.
Were they twins?
Yeah, it was Dickie's father and Uncle Sally.
Yo, that fucking movie sucked.
There was a lot that was disjointed. They didn't have they had two different writing teams, it seemed.
It was crazy. They didn't. I mean, you were introduced to Pussy. You were introduced to whatever the dude was that wears that wig. That he's in he's in Bruce Springsteen's band.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Something Van Zandt, I think. Well, at any rate, they showed him balding as a young kid.
Right.
And so now you see this toupee, this wig.
By the end of the movie, he's in that wig.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
But they didn't develop them. All they had to do was develop them. Y'all didn't have to bring in the movement, inclusion, and all that other shit.
None of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. Look,
inclusion is okay.
Yeah, but The Sopranos, but that's not what The Sopranos ever did. That's not what people are expecting
from The Sopranos. Come on, it's not. It was inappropriate. It was inappropriate.
Shit was not. It was okay. Inappropriate, yeah. But it just
didn't match. It
was boring. It was boring. How about that? It was boring.
Because
we don't want to look. I was ready to be entertained. I wanted to see these messy Italians. You understand? I wanted to be entertained. I wanted to see kills, death. I wanted to see how they became who they became. And I don't think that movement
had anything to do with who they became.
Let's
be clear.
Nothing at all. It just that movie was giving nothing. It gave nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry, nothing.
Have you seen any great movies lately? If you had to say.
Well, how many seconds do we have left?
We have about another 30, 60.
Okay, so great movies.
That was a stinker. What was the last great one you saw? So I watch documentaries all the time, but I'm trying to think.
If anyone knows of any great movies,
let us know.
Yeah, send me a text, DM, and let us know. We'll watch it. We'll
give a little, talk about it. Because movies, we do love movies.
Love them. Okay, and if you're not vaccinated, get that done ASAP.
Right.
Get it done.
Yeah, because traveling is picking up and it's not stopping. So.
I mean, I just came back from Aruba.
Yeah.
Me and my man and friends, and we had to get tested to go. We had to get tested to come back.
Do you have to do that to go to Mexico?
We don't have to get tested to go. But we have to get tested to come back, so we have to schedule a COVID test the day before. Okay. Yeah, the day before we leave. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, everyone, please be safe. Go get vaccinated, and drink up. Cheers.
Wait, we'll have one more.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this anyway.
Think of the last great movie I saw.
Yeah, figure it.
Cause I keep watching
the movies that we've already seen
movies
all the time.
I do want to see Squid Game, but it's kind of gory. Have you seen any of it? I heard it's great.
Look, I can't knit or play on my phone and watch Squid Game. You gotta read the subtitles and shit. Cheers.
No, it's in English. It's in English.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's like that fake English. So honestly, I can't. It's not really jiving. But I've heard so many good things about Squid Game. I'm really gonna try to
Midnight Mass. I want to see.
I want to see that too.
Big up, Gary. He's the one who kind of put that out there. Gary Hardwick.
What's it? Was it a documentary? Oh, Paulie Murray. It's a documentary on Amazon.com. Paulie Murray, way beyond her time. She's amazing, an amazing woman. Most of law, civil rights law, women's rights laws, all of that. You know, even like Rosa Parks. She was Rosa Parks before Rosa Parks was Rosa Parks.
Really?
She worked with Thurgood Marshall. I mean, there's just so much that she did. So if you can check out Paulie Murray, I mean, and she did this through years and years of struggle because, you know, she was in the LGBTQ community, but of course back in the, you know, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s. I mean, shoot. She just wasn't she would have been amazing in this time. I can't think about...
What's her name again?
Paulie Murray.
Paulie Murray.
Right, and they named one of the schools at Yale University after her. Something that she could have never imagined coming up. So Paulie Murray, a documentary on Amazon.com.
Right.
So that's my thing. I'm more of a documentary person than movie, but it's only because I want to learn.
I like movies.
But I do like reality TV too. So.
Me too. Okay, really quick. The immortal life of Henrietta Lacks, her family members are suing. And they should be awarded billions of dollars from the from the pharmaceutical medical industry.
I think so.
I hope so. I think this is not their first rodeo. They have definitely, you know, tried it. But I think they're ready this time. And yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get what we are owed, what we deserve, what we're entitled to, and what we work really hard for. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
All right. Bye, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's late. Bye. Good night. Tired.
How do you do this?